It's the new show everyone is talking about, Mixtape. It's the romantic drama that's been called the new One Day, in which Jim Sturgess starred alongside Anne Hathaway. And now he is back as the leading man in Mixtape alongside Teresa Palmer. Jim, I'm addicted to this.
You've been watching it. I'm really pleased that you've seen it.
Yeah, it's so good for lots of different reasons, and I know a lot of people are agreeing with me that reaction's been incredible to it so far, but there's a lot of nostalgia in there. I mean, who didn't love a mixtape?
Yeah, I mean,
let's go back to the basics.
That is definitely the thing that's come up, is that everybody's been talking about mixtapes. A lot of people have been sending me mixtapes that I sent them when I was sort of 15 years old.
Really?
It's been pretty wild. So again, it's the titles, the titles of the mixtape that I would give it is kind of questionable sometimes.
We were editing Whiz Kids back then, and we didn't even realise.
Yeah, I know. It's true.
It did.
Yeah, because the younger guys that are in the show, because obviously the show flips between the sort of 1980s and sort of modern day. And it was really interesting and funny watching them learn. They had to do a course, like a crash course in how to make a mixtape, you know.
Well, that's the point. For those that have just listened to us and they haven't a clue what a mixtape is,
right.
It's not just about that, of course. It's about first love and heartache, romance. It's all of those things which are, in fact, timeless. And that is why it's sort of crossing the generations almost, the entire series.
Yeah, it is. It's just about that first love. It's about reconnection.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the kind of power of music, you know, how music becomes the sort of language of your teenage years.
Exactly.
You understand life through music and the lyrics and the songs. And it's sort of about, in the show, you know, these young teenagers fall in love in sort of working class Sheffield in the 1980s. They make each other mixtapes, as we all did at that time. And then the show sort of flashes forward to the sort of present day. And the two couples are sort of not together, you know, you don't know why. They're in sort of different parts of the world. One of them's still in Sheffield, where he sort of grew up, and she's living in Sydney. They both have kids and have seemingly sort of very normal lives. But of course, they sort of reconnect. My character dares to send her a song.
Yes. He did make the first move.
That makes it, yeah. Well, she writes a book that's kind of based roughly around her her growing up, which acts as the kind of catalyst for him to sort of reach out. And yeah, he sends her a song, and as we know, you know, music is a sort of visceral kind of hard entry point into your memory banks.
Absolutely.
And it just unearths, for better and for worse, all their sort of old memories.
But both the characters, like you say, they've sort of got normal lives, but you can sense that they're not completely fulfilled. And so you get that from the very first episode, in fact. So you sense something's happening, that's for sure. But you mentioned Alison, who's played by Teresa Palmer, who you actually met many, many years ago. In fact, you thought you were going to work with her, what, 20 years ago?
Yeah, we did. We hoped. So it was funny. We did a screen test together easily 20 years ago. It was for a movie called 21, and we were both kind of right at the very beginnings of our sort of careers, you know. I was a guy from England, she was from Australia. We were both kind of in Hollywood at that time, going, what is happening in our lives, you know? And we sort of spent the whole day together. When they do these kind of chemistry test things, they really put you through it, you know? They really spend time with you. You do all the hair and makeup, they sort of shoot scenes. So we got to know each other really well, and I hoped that she was going to get the part, you know? I was really hopeful that we would work together. And it didn't end up happening. But I was always aware of her and her career went off and did all amazing stuff, you know. So when we found out that we were going to do this, I think she was involved first, for sure. I think she put my name in the hat, and then, yeah.
Slightly like real life in many respects.
20 years later, and we got in touch via social media. We started talking and getting excited about the project. And then, weirdly, the very first scene that we shot was us kind of reconnecting again in Australia. So it was...
It all just came full circle again. But Daniel, your character in Mixtape is obviously very music-oriented. He turns out to be a writer, of course. Again, another huge passion of yours. I mean, you've been in band since you were 15, James, so this was
I did. I felt
natural role almost, wasn't it? Like, music is a crucial part.
I spent a lot of my time sort of trying to run away from myself and hide into different characters and try and be as far removed from yourself as possible. But with this, it was like... I felt an instant kind of kinship with the young Daniel, for sure. You know, he's a music obsessive as a teenager, and that's just what I was like, you know. making all your friends, and certainly used it as a romantic gesture to make a mixtape, you know what I mean? And yeah, I was playing in bands, and we were just obsessed in that stuff.
And still is, that is still that's what you do. Like that's
yeah, I
the
put a
real
record out
passion.
last year, so that was
exactly.
a big tick off the box.
Too right, it is. My goodness. Well, you talk about sort of hiding within roles. I assume that's what you're doing in the new Heist movie with Liam Neeson. Is that a very different sort of?
Yeah, that's a slightly different vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm covered in kind of tattoos. They bleached my hair sort of blonde for that. It was quite interesting when I had to go and pick up my boy from my little son from his football practice, covered in tattoos. You know, I think people thought I was having a nervous breakdown.
What is he today?
Yeah. Well, the worst part is that nobody asks you why you've got it. So like you can't like explain. Everybody just sort of looks at the floor like.
It's just looking slightly different.
My boy's
today.
dad is having a slight.
You mentioned little boys.
Crisis.
You've got 2 little ones at home now, so I assume there are no cassette players blaring out mixtapes at any time.
No, we play vinyl in our house. We're strictly vinyl in our house. Yeah. My boy, well, he scratches half my records because he's always intrigued to know what's going on. But yeah. No, but my boy's really big into his music. He loves music. He's definitely kind of naturally gifted rhythmically. Gets his pots and pans out and plays the drums.
Oh my gosh, following in Dad's footsteps. Oh, Jim, I couldn't believe you were on a set. I'd been watching it, and then I get told you were here today, and it was very exciting.
No, I'm really
it's so good. Mixtape, it continues tonight on BBC Two, or you can watch all of the episodes on iPlayer. It's definitely worth it. Thanks so much, Jim. Hi there. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel where we upload new videos every single day. You can click here if you're interested in this video or head to the homepage for some more amazing content.